Well, good evening. The thaw is on, and it's tearing up the streets. What looks like a smooth drive one day can turn to a costly surprise the next.
Yes, we don't love that. But tonight, Lauren Maxwell has why it's happening right now and how long drivers could be dodging all this damage.
I'm on East 42nd Avenue. It's right off the old Seward. And I have to tell you, it's almost impossible to drive on this side of the road. Take a look, and I think you'll see why. Spring has sprung, and so have potholes. So it's no surprise that most drivers have opinions.
Oh, not a fan. They blow tires. They cost money. They hurt the back. Yeah, everything we don't want.
They're popping up everywhere. Get these rainy summers and falls, and it kind of eats the road right up.
Not as bad as some years we've had, but they're definitely lacking. I know I did see a pothole crew out today, though, so that's a good sign. That's a plus.
The municipality currently has between 2 and 4 crews working on potholes day and night. It says more crews will be added once flooding concerns are under control. Crews try to respond within 24 hours after being notified, but one woman told us she'd like a heads up before the potholes are repaired.
Whether it's using cones if they know they're there, or once somebody points them out, or a sign that says pothole zone ahead, or even just spray paint once the ice melts, makes a big difference, because a lot of them you don't see until you hit them.
Experts say we can expect to see more potholes pop up as temperatures get warmer, but it's still too soon to tell whether this breakup will be considered average or a worse than usual year. Now, one thing I've learned about potholes is it's a lot like snow plowing, by which I mean there are city streets where the city is responsible for repairing them, and there are state streets, usually the bigger roads in Anchorage, where the state is responsible. We talked to the state today. They say they, too, are working day and night to fix potholes, and they definitely want people to report them. Lauren Maxwell, Alaska's news source.
All right, keep an eye out for those out there because warming temperatures continue with a hint of winter still showing up.
Yeah, so meteorologist Jackie Purcell joining us now with the forecast. Hi, Jackie.
Hi. Well, that spring-winter weather mix can wreak havoc on roads, potholes. And those temperature swings above and below freezing only add to the pothole problems. And here is the breakdown. So what you really need is water and traffic. But as far as how potholes form, the water seeps in through cracks in the road. That collects underneath. That does soften the road base. And then once the water freezes, that expands. It forces that pavement upward. We see that. And then traffic flows over that. And it does put stress on that weakened pavement. That leads to some holes. But once drier weather arrives, that water can dissipate. That leaves a hole under the pavement, too. So that just adds to the weight of passing vehicles, causing that road surface to actually collapse into the hole. And for the state of Alaska, a lot of times those fill up with water, and yes, it can become very messy. That pothole is formed where that road collapses, and continuous traffic will expand that hole with time. Well, we do have several areas of storm systems impacting southwest Alaska with a winter weather advisory going through this evening. For the Anchorage, also Fairbanks area, temperatures are into the 30s, 42 in Ketchikan with Juneau at 37. But you can see what is coming our way, spreading that spring mix of snow and rain across the southwestern portion of the state as well as south central. I'll have more on the forecast coming up a little bit later.
All right, Jackie, thank you. Check in a little bit. The U.S. Coast Guard says it seized unreported pollock roe near Dutch Harbor. About 5.4 metric tons worth more than $65,000 came off the catcher processor Northern Eagle. Investigators say a pre-boarding audit flagged major discrepancies between production reports and the vessel's electronic logbook. NOAA says the ship's production weight exceeded its reported catch by more than 1,200 metric tons. The investigation is ongoing. And upgrades could be coming to the utility that serves most of Alaska's interior.
Golden Valley Electric Association says without big changes, they won't be able to keep up with growing demand in the next 5 to 10 years. The association says the system is already operating near capacity, and as demand grows from expanding military and mining operations, there's little room for equipment to fail. The utility CEO, Travis Millian, says that's why they're looking at deferred maintenance and expanding infrastructure, including the possibility of a new gas turbine unit. Adding, the goal here is to shore up weak points in the system now so reliability doesn't suffer later.
We're just seeing that there are weaknesses within our system that need to be addressed in order to maintain reliability for today and into the future.
Millian says those projects would cost money, and that could mean higher bills for members down the road. He says any rate impact would likely be spread over a decade or more.
Well, a live edition of Alaska's Political Pipeline with Will Courtney aired at 1:30 this afternoon. PFD top of mind, and Will discussed what the check will realistically look like despite a full $3,800 statutory dividend advancing out of House Finance. A three-quarter vote, though, from the full body of the legislature is needed to tap the savings account, or the CBR.
If they pass everything as it stands but aren't able to reach that 3/4 threshold, which is probably to be expected at this point, it's a very heavy draw away from the state's savings reserve, then we'll be looking at a PFD around $1,500. But again, amendments can still be made. That can get cut down even more. So again, what we're probably realistically looking around, according to Representative Andy Josephson, about $800 to $1,400 PFD.
All right, a lot more discussed. Alaska's Political Pipeline, Will Courtney, 1:30 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, live or anytime on our free streaming app, your smart TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV. And a reminder, tomorrow, Election Day in Anchorage, in-person voting open at City Hall, the Lusac Library, and the Eagle River Town Center from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.
You can also send your ballot by mail with a Forever stamp or drop it in one of 18 secure drop boxes around town. We're going to have a full breakdown of the candidates running for the Assembly and the propositions available on our website, alaskasnewssource.com. Alrighty, everybody, it is that time of year again when we start seeing baby animals out there left and right.
Yeah, just all over the place. Georgina Fernandez showing us some of that new energy that are bringing some busy newborn staff members over there at the reindeer farm out in Butte.
Out on the reindeer farm.
Are you eating my clothes?
There's many curious faces. And new ones starting to pop up.
I love baby season.
That's right.
I don't know.
The babies are finally here.
It's so fun to see all of that brand new first energy on the farm. I just love it. It's my favorite time of year.
The first reindeer baby making its appearance on April Fool's Day, and this one making its TV debut at just a few hours old.
Usually we have one baby reindeer and then we have a gap for about a week and then the rest of the babies will come. This year, though, they've been coming really fast, one right after the other.
And just like a newborn parent, these staff members on the farm have a lot of work cut out for them. So they're kind of their maternity and paternity leave right now as they're closed for 6 days during the week and really just focusing right now on taking care of all these new babies on the farm.
And especially the first time moms don't always take good care of the babies and then we have to bottle raise them. And so they'll come in the house and that means feeding them every 2 hours even through the night. Just like a human baby. And so they're a lot of work and we get really sleep deprived.
And it's not just reindeers.
He's 15 days old today, yes.
It's so crazy to see how big he is.
Yeah, he's so much bigger than a reindeer. The day he was born, he was 64 pounds.
As staff,
May 1st, summer season starts. Yeah.
bottle raised Fergus, a Highland cow this year.
You just have that extra connection with them. They suck on your fingers. They run to you when they see you, and they really bond with you and remember you. And so I love having that connection with them.
This guy. Already adding a lot of playful energy on the farm.
She's such a good mommy.
And this is just the start, as the staff hopes to see up to 50 reindeer babies this year.
And so there's lots of us around that can help with the babies because it takes a lot of people.
It takes a village.
Yeah.
As they look forward to welcoming back guests full-time starting next month. Georgina Fernandez, Alaska's News Source.
So much cute in like a
So
minute and a half
adorable,
right there.
yes.
That's insane.
Tough assignment, Georgina.
Oh, Georgina, she came back. She's like, I got so many kisses today.
Yeah.
All right. The farm hosting tours on Saturdays, April 18th. It'll be hosting its Baby Farm Day at the property from 11 to 5.
You can get all the details about that right now by heading to our website. And if you'd like to show your kids those baby reindeer, you can download our free streaming service.
Love it.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.